Hey homegirls, it's me, Salina EsTitties, and I'm sending out a trigger warning for this week's episode, especially if you're listening to this on your way to work, because we're discussing Jefas. That's right, the bosses. Struggling with your boss at work? Is HR not cutting it? Do you have a crush with someone in the office? Call the Homegirl hotline at 888-51-HOMEGIRL and tell me all your office chisme, honey. I want to hear about it.
Drugs and infections. Talk to me, you got my attention. Homegirl hotline. Tell me what's been on your mind. What's up, girl? Homegirl hotline. Yeah, my man, we'll be alright. Homegirl hotline.
Before we jump in, let's cleanse the room and set the groove with another Soul Food Candle Company candle. This week's scent is in Flaming Lil Hotties. That's right, you know the hot Cheeto girl. Woo! How they got a candle smelling like hot Cheeto? That is wild. Work. Flamin' hot for the Flamin' Lil Hottie candle. More on that later. Now let's cut to commercial. Hey y'all, it's your homegirl, Salina EsTitties, and I once again am sponsoring this episode myself out of pocket, which is not good. So if you'd like to sponsor the Homegirl Hotline podcast and help me feed Conchita this week, hit me up, 888-51-HOMEGIRL, or send me a DM on Instagram, and we can work out something to have you advertised on my podcast. You'll get a little snippet here at the beginning of the episode, and also get some reels made on Instagram to shout out your business, or even your entity, whatever it is. If you're a drag queen who wants a shout out, if you are a lawyer who wants a little more advertisements and clients, if you are just horny and you want to find a man, I can do a personal ad for you on here as well. So sponsor the Homegirl podcast and help me create more for you guys, because these rhinestones, baby, they cost money. So thank you for your help, and let's build this together, this community, this podcast, and my career. Give me my dinero. Give me my dinero. Give me my money.
Homegirl hotline.
We got another call on the Homegirl hotline. Let's get into it.
Hi, Salina. I had a question about my job. So I want to ask my boss for more money. How do I do that? What should I do? Whatever advice you give me, I'll probably take. Thanks.
Thank you so much for calling into the Homegirl hotline. Now look, I think all of us could use a little more money. So here's the tea. Minimum wage is a mess. Cause like, what the hell is that even? Especially if you're living in Los Angeles, New York, Chicago. These cities are expensive. San Francisco, bitch, expensive. You're lucky if you live in Alabama, bitch. I know, Mistress got a 3-story house in Texas. And I know that bitch ain't got a lot of money. So how that works out is just showing you the difference. I'm just kidding. No offense. She probably got a lot of money. I think she's the one girl other than Sasha from my season who's actually making some coin. I'm over here talking with no sponsorships, bitch. So we can all use a little coin, and minimum wage, of course, ain't no minimum, bitch. We ain't barely surviving out here. Some of us got 2-3 jobs sucking dick in this alley just to eat tonight, So it is hard out here. It's a struggle. But if you go ask your boss for more money, I first need to take a minute to make sure you look within yourself and see if you're worthy of that extra money. I mean, everyone should have extra money regardless. This capitalism, society, country is just a mess when it comes to money. But if you're asking for a pay raise, let's make sure we're working hard enough to deserve that pay raise, because bitches be asking for money doing the least. I'm a bitch who's extra and does the most, but y'all bitches be doing the least and wanting more. And let me tell you, bitch, oh my God, since we're talking about bosses, I'm a motherfucking boss, right? I make videos happen. I write, direct, produce, writing scripts, I just made a call sheet. Have you ever made a call sheet? Are you a rude girl who ever made a call sheet? I didn't think so. I'm a boss. And with that comes responsibilities and delegating and making sure you're paying the people you're working with, right? I never want to get caught up in Salina EsTitties didn't pay me. That's never going to be my motherfucking story. But with that said, y'all are out here scamming bitches. Y'all are scamming bitches in these streets, especially scamming Rue girls and drag queens. Drag queens in general, y'all are scamming us. It costs so much money for drag queens to create this, to create this, to create this. I bought this table. I paid some bitch 20 bucks for this vinyl thing and I rhinestoned it. It's all cost money. And then you, little director, choreographer, wants to come up to me and be like, oh, we're gonna need more money. Bitch, I'm paying you top dollar already and now you want more? And guess what? They're giving me the minimum effort. I made the call sheet, but you're over here putting director as the credit? Producer, I'm confused. You're getting paid money, I'm paying you money, and I'm doing the work. It's confusing. This is very heated. It's very real within me right now because this is very real. The fact of the matter is y'all see someone on TV and think they're just rich. Well, it costs a lot of money to keep elevating, keep creating, keep making this happen. And people want to take advantage of that, right? People want to take advantage of you. Agents out here scamming bitches, directors, choreographers, dancers, scamming bitches, but also economy's a mess. We're all out here struggling. We're all trying to hustle people just so we can pay rent and get our needs met. It's a struggle out here. And I don't know who's supposed to be helping us not struggle, but to make up for the struggle, we are out here scamming and hustling. And I get it. As a hustler myself, I understand hustling and needing more money. But baby, you don't hustle. I feel like we hustle the man. We hustle the boss. We hustle the CEO of In-N-Out. You know what I mean? We don't hustle each other in our own community, especially people of color. What are y'all doing? I feel like we need to work a little harder with each other to create, especially artists. If we're out here creating, whether you're a sound production person, if you're a director, AD, the artist itself, an engineer, music, I feel like as a community, we could do a little better coming together to work with each other. And yes, you have to stand your ground and make sure you're getting paid your worth. But also, you know, again, I'm very scared of getting canceled on, you know, like we've seen it happen with Todrick. We see it happen all the time. I never want to get caught up in that. So I always pay my last dollar. I will go 3 days without eating if it means I get to pay someone to help me make something happen just because I want to create art. You know what I mean? Like I'm willing to do that and sacrifice to get the product to make sure you're taken care of. But at the same time, it's like, let's work together a little more. Yeah. Like I feel like that's missing today. I don't know what happened if pandemic made us hungry, but there's something missing especially within our community and ourselves. We hustle the big guys, the guys who have money, who are being shady and giving us scraps. Let's hustle them. Let's talk about that. With each other, I think we should have a little more grace and be a little more honest with ourselves. Are you working hard enough to deserve $10,000 to direct this? Let's be honest here. You know what I mean? So if you want to ask your boss for more money, I say go for it. Ask for what you want. Ask to be paid your worth. But let's make sure you're worth it. And that's the tea that I don't think anyone's talking about or wants to tell people about. So I'm here to tell it. If I get canceled, at least I'm not getting canceled for not paying you your worth. Right, Conchita? Don't with me, pendeja. I own 69% of this company. Girl, you don't own any of this company. I created you. I own you, bitch. She is me. No, she's not. She's my grandma.
Homegirl Hotline!
Uh-huh.
Hi, I'm honestly trying to fuck my boss. What's the best advice you can give to me? Because he's so hot and cold sometimes. Anyway, yeah, thanks. Mwah.
Oh my God, homegirl, that is a mess. Now you're trying to your boss, girl. Okay, so let me shout out really quick. I'm currently in a production of La Cage aux Folles at the Pasadena Playhouse. Yes, musical theater, equity contract, baby. It is giving professional, and I'm having so much fun. So come see me at the Pasadena Playhouse in La Cage aux Folles, starring Cheyenne Jackson and Kevin Cahoon. It's amazing. There's some icons in the show from Mad TV. Do you guys remember Mad TV? It's an amazing production, and I've been working my pussy off the past month putting this show on. We put the show together in 3 weeks. It's going to be fantastic. So come see me in La Cage aux Folles at the Pasadena Playhouse. Get your tickets, baby, and come see these titties. That's where I'll be at this month. We're running till December 15th, so get your tickets. With that said, I had to do some anti-harassment training in order to be a part of this production. So I had to do this whole thing. And usually if you work anywhere corporate-wise, you have to take these trainings and get certified to make sure you don't harass your coworkers. And one of the first things that comes up is don't sleep with your coworkers. So the job can't tell you to not sleep with your coworkers, but they advise that you don't do it because it can get really messy. In the training, there was this gay guy who had a crush on his gay supervisor, and then they ended up dating, and then they ended up breaking up, and the supervisor started getting the employee in trouble because he was resentful at him. This is the messiness that can happen when you shit where you eat, right? I know a lot of y'all like to eat shit at shitties, but when it comes to work, it's up to you whether you want to go down that path. Are you clear and centered enough to deal with what the aftermath of that can be? Because you know what I always say is like, you could do anything you want as long as you're willing to face the consequences that come from it. Sometimes there won't be consequences. In this case, it sounds like usually there are consequences. Are you willing to face those and deal with them? If so, go and your boss, make it happen. But if not, I advise you maybe just open up Grindr and see who's across the street at the workplace over there. You know what I mean? So like, if you are really into your boss, like, first of all, is he into you? Homegirl, let's get that cleared up. Let's see if he's really into you first, right? Because that's another thing too, right? At work, you spend half your life at work, right? You're not at home. You're not with your mistress. You're not with your friends. You're at work with these people that you don't necessarily ask to be with, but you need to pay rent. So you're stuck with these people. So you start to get a little like, dang, you know, Sylvester's looking kind of hot today, huh? Even that little sentence can get you in trouble with HR, bitch. Let me tell you, every job I've ever had, I've gotten fired from because I said something wrong to HR or someone reported me, bitch, because I called my manager a cunt. Like, it's just, I learned my lesson, but like, damn, I can't stand HR. If you work in HR, I hate you. I hate you. Oh, God, you be firing bitches for nothing. And also, bitches be petty at work. Like, literally, something off kilter that you say as a joke can be taken so seriously, all of a sudden you're getting arrested. Like, can we calm down a little bit? Y'all so uptight, Jesus. So what, I want to suck Sylvester off. I'm not gonna do it, but I would. In the back room. I know where the camera is. Okay, you nasty bitches. You know what I'm talking about. Isn't that fun? I hear so many stories of people who hook up at work. And let me tell you, I used to work at a gym once. I used to work at Barry's Boot Camp. And I would be so scared to go into the locker room because I never wanted a client at the Barry's Boot Camp to be like, oh, the smoothie girl was looking at my pee-pee. You know what I mean? Like, and you know I would be too. So like, I get so nervous. So I take the precautions because I know myself. If you know yourself, know how you act at work and know what you are allowed to say and not say, because and listen, I think there's grace and space for you to learn and grow what that is for yourself. I've gotten fired from many jobs because of my inappropriate language or behaviors, and I learned my lesson. Right, Conchita? Look, you live and you learn. So it's up to you. Go ahead and your boss. See what happens from that. Or choose not to and see what happens from that. You never know. You never know what could happen. I can't say if it's going to be a good thing, a bad thing, because that's going to be your situation and your experience to have. I know for me, I like, oh my God, let me bring it to my experience right now. I'm doing this show at the Pasadena Playhouse, and I have a fear that I'm going to get fired because the theater can be a very open space to joke freely, but a joke can offend somebody who's in the wings, who isn't in on your joke. You know what I mean? So I am very cautious right now. I'm terrified of getting fired for saying something stupid. So I'm on my P's and Q's. I'm being very professional because I don't want to mess this up, because I'm very grateful and honored to be back in a musical theater space. Like, it's really opening up something inside of me that has been missing for a while, and to utilize my drag and my musical theater training together in this show has been a beautiful, again, I think my mom brought me this moment, right? Like, a beautiful experience. And I don't want to it up, because my trajectory is I shit up, right? I get fired from jobs, and that has been weighing on me. And like, I know I don't want to mess this up. So I'm doing something different this time and trying to remain professional. If I'm joking, I try not to let the jokes go too far and make sure anyone around is in on the joke, like bring people into it. I'm very conscious, and it's because I've been fired so many times from jobs for saying the wrong thing. But I'm not judging it. I've learned from my experience, and I care a lot about this, so I don't want to mess it up. So that's where I'm at today, to bring it into this conversation of workplace and being appropriate, inappropriate. It's a very fine line, but I always gear on the side of caution because, baby, at the end of the day, that's your livelihood. That's paying your rent. Your boss putting his pee-pee inside your mouth is not paying your rent. Unless you're good at it, then maybe it will. Conchita, do you have any advice for her? Ay, mija. One time in 1952, I had to seduce the director Cecil B. DeMille. I strutted in wearing the tightest leopard print dress I could find and carrying a bowl of espaguetis. I fed him a strand like one of those little perritos from that movie with the little dogs and he started kissing over the pasta. No sé cómo se llama ese movie, pero whispering, Cecilito, Cecilito, you've never seen passion like this before. And guess what? The part went to Ava Gardner. And all I was left was with marinara on my titties. Right.
Homegirl Hotline!
Cecil.
Hey, Salina, I just have a question. So, do you have any advice for someone who might want to start doing drag? I really want to start doing it because I really like your aesthetic and, it looks really fun when you do it. So, I really want to follow in your footsteps. So, thank you. Bye-bye.
Oh my God, how sweet is that? Like at first you're like, I want to start doing drag. I was like, bitch, hang up the phone. But then you're saying you want to be like me. Like, I'm not just a drag queen. Okay, that's the tea. We're talking about bosses, bitch. I'm a boss. I'm not just a drag queen. I don't see myself as just a drag queen. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a businesswoman. I'm a talent. I've trained. With a lot of girls, we're getting shady today. With a lot of drag queens out there, drag queen is such an umbrella term because you can dress up and you can be a drag queen. But I think what makes successful drag queens successful are the talent and business mindsets they have and utilizing their drag to emphasize those talents and skill sets. You know what I mean? So if you have a skill set, say you're really good at, I don't know, trimming pubic hair. If you're a professional pubic hair trimmer and you start doing drag and you become a drag queen pubic hair trimmer queen, that's sickening, bitch. You can make $1 off of that. But if you just want to dress up and fill your oats, that's a little different. So if you ever are wanting to start drag, I really urge you to look at, again, you don't have to have a reason why you want to do drag. Maybe you just want to do it and experience it, but that is a reason. You just want to experience it. You want to feel your oats. You want to feel what it feels like. It does bring something out of you, right? But if you want to take it seriously career-wise, I say look at your skill sets and see how you can utilize your skill sets, not just in performing, not just in putting on makeup, your skill sets in life. If you have a freaking lawyer degree, you could be a drag queen lawyer. Take that on the road because doing just drag is not going to just give you a career. You know what I mean? Look at the girls who've come off Drag Race who are just doing drag. Where are they? I don't know. They're not on the Homegirl Hotline. Anyways, if you want to be like me, if you're inspired by me, I really admire and appreciate that you said that. Thank you so much. It's this candle too. It's spicy as hell. It's making me so spicy. Do you smell it? It's spicy. This is crazy. But you saying you admire me is thank you so much. Because it means you see what I'm doing. And if you're admiring me, you're seeing what I'm doing and what, not a lot of girls do what I do. And a lot of girls do what I do better and do their own thing better as well. So I look at the girls that you're inspired by and look at what they're doing. Look who they're surrounded by. Look at how they talk to their fans. Who are they as humans, as human beings? What's their true intentions? I feel like you can really look at a drag queen and feel their intentions of what they're giving and what they're doing with their platform. And if anything, I hope that you see that I'm over here, especially with Homegirl Hotline, trying to create a space of open, honest communications for us to be authentically ourselves and a space for us to discover who we authentically are because we go through life not really knowing who we are a lot of the time. I can say that for myself too. I'm still discovering every day who I am, what sits with me, what doesn't sit with me, how I'm acting, how I'm not acting. Is that who I really am or is it not? Is it a part of who I am? That could be true too. So, I don't know, look at who you're inspired by and try to adapt the qualities that they're exuding. I appreciate you saying that, but don't start drag, bitch. Don't start drag. Listen, it is so expensive. And unless you have some skill sets to utilize into your drag and a complete vision to really utilize the talents that you have too, then dip your toe. But like, if you just want to have fun, dress up, girl. Dress up and send me a photo and let me know your drag name. If it's Conchita EsTitties or if it is Unibrow EsTitties, let me know and show me in the DMs. But at the end of the day, drag is supposed to be fun. So go have fun. I'm over here rhinestoning this stuff and paying for this and that. I'm very stuck in my mindset of the hustle of drag. So sometimes I forget to have fun with it. At the end of the day, drag is supposed to be fun. So go out there and have fun. And what I love about drag and drag art is that you become your own boss. I am my own boss. I am the boss of Salina EsTitties. You are not the boss of me. I control the edit here, honey. Not even with drag. Be the boss of your own life. You are the boss of your own life. Whatever you want, call the shots. Period.
Homegirl Hotline!
Ooh, you got another call on the Homegirl Hotline.
Hey, it's M. I'm 40, female, from the DMV area. And I haven't really been telling too many people this, but I am like secretly quitting my job. Yeah, so I'm using all my leave that I have at my disposal, like every single little one, like even bereavement, that I haven't used in a really long time. Like I've never used. I figure like might as well. And the day that I am supposed to be quote unquote returning is the day that I might go missing. And just to buy myself a little more time because I need that medical insurance, baby.
Not the milk.
So, yeah.
Oh my God. This is a real hustler right here. You see what I mean? Like, I'm not condoning your behavior, girl. So what she's doing is she's secretly quitting her job, meaning she's just not gonna show up so she can still collect that medical insurance. You know what I mean? But that's, again, we have to do these jobs just to get healthcare in this country. Like, this country's so effed up. It's so messed up. Like, Canada, don't they have free healthcare in Canada? Like, I feel like healthcare should just be like a right for everyone to survive, no? Anyways, don't get me started. I don't know a lot about all that stuff, but I do know that they're us and they're making it really hard to live in this life. So people are doing desperate things like secretly quitting their jobs. Homegirl, trust me, I'm happy you didn't say your name so we don't disclose your identity, but you do what you gotta do, baby. Work the system, work the man. I hope you're working at like Johnson & Johnson, not a mom and pop shop. Like those poor, can you imagine she's actually working at like a little deli and it's just like this old lady that she's not showing up for? Oh, old lady. Vieja. Homegirl, listen, you do what you gotta do, okay? And like I said, I've never quit a job. I've always gotten fired from jobs. So props to you, mama. I ain't knocking it. Conchita, have you ever quit a job before?
Ay, no. Ya me voy. I quit.
3, 2, 1.
Necesito another pair of pantyhose, so I'm not quitting no more.
That's what I thought. Well, let's cap off our candle for this week's episode in Flamin' Lil Hottie. So spicy and so it's crazy how they made this candle actually smell like a hot Cheeto. Like it's so insane. For all the hotties who know how to keep it spicy, even after all life throws their way. With notes of jalapeno and lime, Flaming Little Hotties is your reminder to stay bold, stay fierce, and always keep it fresh. You can get this candle and many other scents from Soul Food Candle Company by using discount code HOMEGIRL for 20% off your order. Thank you, Soul Food Candle Comp. Well, until next time, you guys, be good or be good at it and be the own boss in your life. Boots. Say bye, Conchita. Bueno, mija. Life is like a bowl of spaghettis. Always go for the biggest meatball. It's worth the mess. Adios, mi fedios sexy.